This is Chris Medeiros. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Medeiros, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my WWE Friday Night SmackDown June 3rd, 2022 reviews. So here we go, discussing about tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Now, we kick off SmackDown with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the New Day. So yeah, they came out and they was talking about the match from last week on SmackDown, and they want to introduce Drew McIntyre. So yeah, Drew McIntyre comes out. Drew says, hope you get well soon, Big E. And then he was talking about how the New Day needs him. Big D will always be with them. So yeah, that's what Drew McIntyre said. And then it was pretty much going off with some jokes and stuff, like whoa, you can't be saying that and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, Xavier Woods looks at him and goes like, "So, would you mind explaining what that shirt says?" It says "Kneel before the steel" or something like that. And then he was about to say it or whatever, and he goes like, "Well, with Big D, you got a knee." And then all of a sudden, Kofi Kingston cuts him off. He goes like, "No, you cannot be saying this stuff." So it was pretty funny moments or whatever right there. And then they give him a gift. He opens it up. It was like I think it was like a kilt that says Big D on it. So yeah, he had that. And then all of a sudden, Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Butch, the Brawling Brutes, came out. And Sheamus was talking about how they wasn't ready because they was expecting Drew McIntyre to show up, so they wanted a rematch and all that. And then all of a sudden, Butch, instead of waiting, he runs straight to the ring, starts fighting with the New Day and stuff. And then Sheamus and Rich Holland hold Butch back, and then they go on commercial break. They come back on. It's a 6-man tag team match. So yeah, it was the New Day and Drew McIntyre versus the Brawling Brutes in a 6-man tag team match. This is a rematch from last week's SmackDown, and it was a pretty good match. I mean, if you have to go check it out. It was a good start to SmackDown. Like I said, for the 50 millionth time, I'm tired of the New Day versus Sheamus and all of them. Like, I'm ready for this feud to be over. It's been going on since before WrestleMania, and it's still going. I don't know when it's going to freaking end. Long-term storytelling, guys. That's all I got to say. But yeah, but the match itself was really good. It was pretty good. At the ending, we seen Kofi Kingston jump off the apron or whatever. And Ridge Holland was supposed to catch him, and they both fell, and I think Kingston hit his head on the ground. He didn't do nothing else after that, so hopefully he'll be okay. But then we seen Sheamus, we seen Drew McIntyre try to hit the Future Shock DDT on the Ridge Holland outside the ring. Sheamus came up with a knee to the face, and after that he hits the bro kick on him, taking him out. Xavier Woods then we see Xavier Woods trying to roll up Butch, but Butch kicked out at 2. Sheamus gets on the ring apron. Xavier Woods was trying to knock Sheamus off the apron, but he quickly jumped down. And then Woods turns around, then he gets hit with a bitter end from Butch, and then Butch pinned him for the 3 count. So yeah, the Brawling Brutes defeated the New Day and Drew McIntyre in the 6-man tag team match. Like I said, it was a pretty good 6-man tag. So yeah, if you have yet, go check it out. I'll give that match 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was a pretty good match. It was an okay start to SmackDown. So yeah. But then after that, we get to a segment backstage with Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura getting interviewed, and Riddle was talking about what the Bloodline did to Randy a few weeks ago, and Riddle was talking about, well, I don't know if Randy's career is going to be over or not, but tonight, me and Shinsuke is going to win the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles. So yeah, that's what he said, because later on tonight, we're going to be seeing the Usos versus Riddle and Shinsuke for the titles. That'll be later on tonight on SmackDown. And not only that, we got a 6-pack challenge with the women, which I'll be talking about later on. So yeah, not only that, 6-pack challenge later on tonight. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a one-on-one match But before I talk about that match, we got to talk about Xavier Woods now. Xavier Woods, I forgot to mention this. He actually did a tribute to Abyss, which was pretty cool, where he hit the rack attack during that match. So yeah, he did a tribute to Abyss from TNA and stuff, which was pretty cool in that match. But then we get to this match, Jinder Mahal versus Humberto 101. Now Shanky and Angel was at ringside, and at the ending of this match, Mahal, like, he was taking control. He was about to hit the Colossus onto Humberto, but then Shanky was dancing at ringside. Mahal was getting pissed off about it, and then Humberto rolled up Jinder, but then Shanky was on the ring apron distracting the referee. Jinder, of course, kicked out, and then Humberto was getting mad about that, and then Jinder rolls up Humberto and got the 3 count. So yeah, Jinder Mahal defeated Humberto tonight in the one-on-one match. That's what happened. And then after the match ended, we seen Shanky dancing with the ring announcer and stuff. So yeah, that's what happened there. For that match and stuff, I'll just give it 1 star. That's what I'll give it. Nothing too special with that match, but yeah. But then after that match, I forgot to mention now, before this match, we actually seen Max Dupree, and he was talking to Adam Pearce backstage, and he was talking about how he got this agent, how he got this person now into his group. So yeah, that's what he was talking about. Adam Pearce was like, "Oh, who is it then?" And then Max Dupree was like, "You won't know until next week. So yeah, you find out with everybody else." So yeah, next week we're gonna find out which superstar is the one that is teaming up with Max Dupree. So yeah, that'll be next week on SmackDown. But then this segment actually happened after the Jinder Mahal match. We would see all the women. They was coming out. We seen it was going to be the 6-pack challenge, but then all of a sudden Leah was about to come out, and all of a sudden she's locked in the locker room because of Shotzi. And then we see her banging on the door and stuff, and then yeah, she got locked in the locker room. And Pat McAfee, I swear to God, that man is just top tier. He's a top tier commentator, because he said, "Damn, look at Shotzi. Not only she locked in Leah in that locker room, she locked in the cameraman." So yeah, that was pretty funny right there. So yeah, Shotzi, a terrible person. She locked in the cameraman as well. So yeah, but yeah, that's what happened there. Up next, I don't know if it's going to be a 6-pack challenge or be a 5-way match, I guess. So yeah, that will happen up next. So yeah, see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a 6-pack challenge, and I swear to God, this match, it only lasted like less than 5 minutes. It only lasted like about 3.5 to 4 minutes maybe. Yeah, it was a very short match. So let's go ahead and talk about this. So we had the SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey watching this match from ringside, and we get the 6-pack challenge underway. It was Raquel Rodriguez versus Shayna Baszler versus Natalya versus Aaliyah versus Xia Li versus Shotzi in a 6-pack challenge. And then it was going to become a fatal 5-way match because Aaliyah was locked in the locker room, but then she made it in time and then became a 6-pack challenge. So, and of course Aaliyah went after Shotzi, attacking her during the, right when the match started and stuff. So yeah, that's what happened there. But then at the ending of this match, we seen Raquel hit her finish move, that one hand power bomb onto Shotzi, and then we seen Shayna Baszler come up, getting a Kirifuda clutch onto Raquel, and while she had that submission locked on Raquel, we see Natalya quickly going in there, pinning Shotzi for the 3 count. So yeah, Natalya won the 6-pack challenge, and she'll be challenging Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So here we go. The match, it should have been longer than what it was. Like, let's be honest, 6-pack challenge, and it only goes like 3.5 minutes. Like, come on now, there's a lot of talented women in this match, and yet you only give them 3.5 minutes. Like, that's just stupid as hell. Not only that, It's great to see Natalya win this match. I mean, she deserves it, obviously, and it'll be great to see Natalya versus Ronda Rousey because Natalya was the one that trained Ronda Rousey when she was making her way into WWE and stuff. So yeah, we know about that stuff. But then at the same time, you got Shayna Baszler, which is Ronda Rousey's best friend or whatever, and we could have seen a match between them two, but we ain't. Hopefully we get to see a match between them two very soon down the line, but I'm okay, I guess, with Natalya winning the match. But it should be a good match since Natalya knows how to put on some very good matches. So yeah, with that match, though, since it only lasted that long and stuff, I only give that match one star. That's what I'm going to give it. That's all I'm going to give the match itself. So yeah. But then after that, we see a video package thing with Happy Corbin. He said he wants Madcap Moss to beg for his job. And then we see Madcap Moss walking out of the ambulance, actually. And he got some new ring gear and all that. He ain't wearing that stupid shit that he was wearing. He's wearing some trunks and all that. So yeah, he'll be on SmackDown up next. And then we get a thing where it says Lacey Evans will be returning to action next week on SmackDown. They don't know how to make up their mind. She's going to be on Raw or SmackDown. Like, come on now. She was supposed to be on Raw this past Monday. But then, now they're saying she's going to be on SmackDown. Wait until next week. And then she's going to be back on Raw, apparently. So, yeah. Too much shit going on. I'll just say that much. But, yep. Madcap Moss up next on SmackDown. See you guys later. Until then. So, the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown. We see Madcap Moss making his return back to SmackDown after a few weeks. He comes out and, he's like repackaged, whatever. Like, he got the same name and all that stuff. I wish I changed it back to Riddick Moss, but yeah. He came out with just a pair of like underwear and stuff on. So yeah, he changed his ring gear and all that stuff. So he ain't wearing the same old crap that he did. But yeah, he came out and he was talking about how Happy Corbin changed him and all that. After what Corbin did to him a few weeks ago, taking him out and all that, how he changed him, and how he's been dreaming to punch Corbin harder and harder and harder every single time when he sees his face or whatever. So he's calling out Happy Corbin, or he'll go back there and find him. Happy Corbin then comes out and he says, Madcap, you don't want this. I mean, I'll tell you, I'll rehire you and all that, but you don't want to do this. And then Madcap was saying that he wants to go against Happy Corbin. And then Happy Corbin was like, no, we ain't doing this. And then Adam Pearce comes out, he goes like, you know what, that actually sounds good. Madcap Moss versus Happy Corbin right now. And then we get the match underway. Happy Corbin versus Madcap Moss. The match didn't last that long. Madcap was beating the hell out of Corbin. Corbin was doing the same thing. At the ending, we see Corbin grabbing a steel chair. Madcap gets out there, starts beating the hell out of Corbin, and then grabs a steel chair and starts hitting Corbin with it. So it led to DQ. So yeah, Happy Corbin defeated Madcap Moss by disqualification. And then Madcap was beating him with the steel chair. Gets out of the ring, grabs the steel steps, brings it in, starts beating him with the steel chair even more, puts the steel chair around his head, was about to grab the steel steps and smash it, but then a bunch of WWE official comes out and then holds Madcap Moss back, stopping it. So yeah, that's what happened there. For that match and stuff, I'll just give it a half of a star. That's what I'll give it. It wasn't even really a match. The match didn't even last that long. And then DQ and stuff. But I understand because this feud ain't over yet. But yeah, they'll be having a rematch at Hell in a Cell, actually. So yeah, that match will be happening at Hell in a Cell. But then after that, we get a segment backstage with the Usos, and they was talking about how they're going to beat Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura tonight and retain their tag team titles. So yeah, that match will be happening up next. The unified WWE tag team title match up next in the main event. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a tag team match. It was the main event. But before I talk about that match, we gotta talk about Happy Corbin, Adam Pearce backstage. Happy Corbin is walking backstage. Adam Pearce comes up and Happy Corbin was like, "Are you going to suspend Madcap Moss for what he did?" And Adam Pearce said, "No, I'm not going to suspend him because you injured him 3 weeks ago. So, and I didn't suspend you. So, yeah, I ain't going to suspend him." But how about this? Y'all two facing off against each other again at Hell in a Cell, but this time in a no-holds-barred match. So yeah, that's what that match they're going to be going against each other in. So yeah, that's what happened right there. And then we get to the match. It was the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Jimmy and Jay the Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Riddle in a tag team match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. So yeah, it was the main event. It was a pretty good match. But at one point in this match, we seen Shinsuke try to hit the Kinshasa onto Jay Uso, but Jay Uso ducks and he ran his knee into the steel steps. And then Jimmy comes up, Shinsuke in a headlock, and then Jay hits a super kick onto Shinsuke's leg from behind, taking him out, and then referees and stuff had to take him to the back. So then it became a handicap match. So Riddle was all by himself. But then at the ending, we seen Riddle climb up the top turnbuckle where Jimmy Uso's at, because Jimmy was going to super fly splash. But as soon as he grabbed him for the RKO position, all of a sudden Roman Reigns' theme song hits, and everybody's expecting Roman to come out, but then Jey Uso tagged himself in. Riddle still hits the RKO on the Jimmy Uso, which was a pretty bad landing, but it looks like Jimmy Uso's okay. But yeah, after he hit the RKO onto Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso jumped off with the super fly splash onto Riddle, pinning him for the 3 count. So yeah, the Usos has defeated Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura and has retained the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then come to find out, Roman Reigns was not even there the whole time. It was Sami Zayn in the production truck, pretty much playing Roman Reigns' theme song to distract Riddle. And then Sami Zayn goes out there, starts celebrating with the Usos. Riddle's getting pissed off. He gets out the ring, runs up the ramp, starts attacking Sami Zayn. But then the Usos started jumping on Riddle and lays him out. So yeah, that's what happened there. And Riddle was pretty pissed off. So yeah, that's what happened there for the match and all that stuff. I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. Probably match of the night, I'll either say it was this main event or probably the 6-man tag team match from earlier. That was a pretty good match. But the rest of SmackDown, it was not that good. I will understand like the Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin match ending in DQ so they could continue with the feud. That's the only thing I will say. I don't like DQ finishes, but I'll give that one as an exception. The 6-pack challenge with the women should have been given way more time than what the fuck they had. So yeah, that's what I got to say about that. And then Jinder Mahal versus Humberto, didn't care for that one. So yeah, that has been SmackDown for tonight's Friday night SmackDown. I'll give it 6.5 stars. So yeah, 6.5 out of 10. That's what I'll give it. But Hell in a Cell will be this Sunday. I have my predictions up. Probably like tomorrow morning or whatever. So yeah, look out for that. But yeah, this has been my Friday night SmackDown reviews. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Bales, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll be down there in the description box. And yeah, I'll see you guys later for this Sunday's Hell in a Cell reviews, and I'll be doing my Hell in a Cell predictions tomorrow, and I'll have my AEW Rampage reviews uploaded soon, so yeah, that'll be tonight. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then.